Single digits on the game clock. Giannis. And with Neesmith switched out on him. Giannis with the back down. The paint away. The
nice.
shot. It's good. With zeros on the shot clock.
It's been a few seasons since I actively followed the NBA, but this past season really pulled me back into watching. With watching all these games, I started to get in the mood to play the game of basketball myself, digitally of course. Looking at my options, I could either go backwards and play some fun basketball games with some outdated rosters, or I could pony up the $70 to buy the microtransaction-filled, bloated NBA 2K26. Instead, I came across Hoopland, a basketball title from an independent developer. You'll immediately notice that Hoopland goes for a 2D style of art. Despite the choice of 2D, you can still see that the players have a lot of character. When players run out of energy, you can see them start sweating on the court, and when they're on a hot streak, you can watch them catch fire just like an NBA Jam. On the presentation side, stadiums still look great in 2D. One of my favorite touches specific to career mode is that you can see the championship banners and retired numbers hanging above the arena before the game, but we'll get more into career in a little bit. Much like many other 2D basketball games, Hoopland uses the tried and true courtside view to track the action going up and down court. And of course, to match the retro style feel, there's no commentary in Hoopland, except of course the occasional 3-point call out. Gameplay is pretty straightforward. Much like in 2K games, you have a bar to time your shot, and you have to land it in the green in order to get the shot in. Although occasionally I've noticed that I've had shots go in just outside of the green. You wouldn't think that a game like this would have dribble moves or even post moves, but surprisingly, both are here. You have one button dedicated to dribble moves. You also have a button dedicated to step backs, hop steps, and backing down in the post. Backing down in the post is one of my favorite pieces of offense because with enough strength, you can send your opponent to the floor and open a wide lane to the basket. You'd also be surprised to find that each player has a set of plays that they can call on the court. Though in my experience, I've found that players will get caught on each other as they get in position for the play. Getting sent to the line will trigger the free throw minigame, which kind of resembles NBA Live 95, in that you have to center the ball between both bars to land the shot in. Now let's talk about defense. Primarily, you're going to be staying on your defender and contesting shots. You're able to jump up and block the shot, which is super satisfying to hit and will send the ball flying out of bounds more often than not. Naturally, if your opponent misses on their own accord, you can jump up and grab the rebound. Rebounding in this game is something I'm both impressed by and also challenged by. On one hand, once the ball's off in the air, it moves a lot more 3D than you'd expect out of a game like this, which also means there's a slight challenge to gauge where to be to catch the rebound, and it's something I've had to learn over my playtime in order to grab rebounds. You're also able to slip in and steal the ball if your timing's right. In all my playtime, I haven't really gotten to yoink the ball away like you'd expect off a steal, though this is where one of my real drawbacks with this game comes in, as you really can't take advantage of a steal to go on the fast break like you'd see in a regular NBA game. With the movement speed, you're really running to the basket side by side with the defender when you do get a fast break opportunity. The game doesn't even track fast break points, so it's not really existent in the game at all. Now let's talk about one of the main draws of the game, Season Mode. Hoopland gives you 3 options for Season Mode. Career, where you get to play games as a player, akin to my career in NBA 2K. Franchise, which is more like the association where you take control of operations of a team. And Commissioner, where you get to oversee the whole league. Truthfully, I haven't given Commissioner mode a try. In Franchise mode, I gave the good old college try, and I've quickly found out within 10 games that I am not made for running a basketball team. But what I can say is that Franchise seems pretty robust for anyone that's into simulation and running a team, as you can upgrade your facilities, you can assign minutes, you can set scouting for prospects. It seems like it's pretty deep for those who want that kind of gameplay. Now, where I've spent the vast majority of my playtime is career mode. You start off creating your character and creating your build before you're whisked off to college, where you can play up to 4 years and compete in tournaments and rack up awards. Then it's off to the big leagues, where your cap on stats gets extended and you work your way up to becoming one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the sport. One of the things I really like out of career mode is that the progression system is a lot more RPG-like than you'd expect out of a sports game. You have to upgrade the different categories of stats in order to get stat points. Then once you level up your player, you'll get access to those points. My only real con with this system is that there's only one drill to run per stat type, and they can kind of get pretty old quickly. Another little thing I like about this mode is the inclusion of social media. It's rather simple, as you can follow and unfollow players and teams, but mostly you'll just see Stephen B. Smith berate your performance whether or not you did good.
No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball.
After some games, you'll have the option to either respect or disrespect an opposing player on social media, and that will actually affect your relationship with that player. Speaking of which, one of my small gripes with this game is that you have to build up a relationship with your teammates in order to request a pass. There were times as a rookie where I would be in perfect position to score, and they just wouldn't pass me the ball because we didn't have a relationship. Now there's little post-game events that will allow you to build relationship with your teammates, and my recommendation early game is to do those whenever you have the opportunity. As of recording this, I'm about 5 years into my career mode. I started off as a Radford Highlander because they played a mid-ranged game which meshed well with my mid-range build. Originally I thought the game plan aspect of which school I picked would have mattered more, but ultimately I found that it didn't really matter, and entering the transfer portal, I ended up making the jump up to a bigger school in Clemson. I spent my next 2 years in college in Clemson, where I racked up multiple awards, won March Madness, and declared for the draft. I ended up getting drafted to the Phoenix Suns, where I would create a killer 1-2 punch in the backcourt with Devin Booker, and I'd end my rookie campaign 59-23 as Rookie of the Year, Clutch Player of the Year, Scoring Champ, League MVP, Finals MVP, and NBA Champion. Now let me talk about the other thing that really drew me to this game, the mod support. Throughout this video, you've probably seen that I've been alternating footage between modern and classic NBA rosters. The base game is comprised completely of original pro and college teams, but with Steam Workshop support, you can import multiple rosters. Aside from the NBA rosters, I've seen a full recreation of a 300+ team NCAA men's basketball division. I've also seen the WNBA, the ABL, the EuroLeagues, hell, even rosters full of different anime basketball teams for all you weeaboos out there. And the best part? All of these rosters can be used in season modes. So realistically, you could have a career mode in the modern NBA, a franchise mode in the Jordan era, and hell, if you want to be a real history buff, there's one person on the Steam Workshop that's slowly working to put every single draft class in the game, so you could start a commissioner mode all the way from the beginning and just watch the history of the league unfold. And the best part? I didn't have to spend a cent more than what I paid for the game. I don't have to pay for upgrades to my player in career mode. I don't have to spend real world money to rip packs for players that I probably won't even use. All of this comes with the price of admission. As of recording this, I've spent around 50 hours playing the game, and I absolutely see myself playing so much more of this game as mods continue to get created by the community, and as the devs continue to work on and upgrade this game. So if you're looking to make a change up in basketball games, and you've had enough of the AAA market, and you want a basketball game that's just pure fun, I cannot recommend Hoopland enough. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next one.